Apex?
Yo, what's good, Chrissy? What's happening with you, baby?
Nothing much. What you been doing in the city? Been hearing.
Just chilling, taking it easy, man. Got a little joint. How I put out was, a little skit I put out called "Is That Snitching?" Went viral on the joint. Nothing else, just preparing for this little interview. What's happening with you?
Yeah.
Got some questions for me?
Yeah, around the city. I've been hearing you've been doing interviews. One of the subjects was about outlet. What is outlet?
Oh, outlet is outlet is like when I speak about information, astrogeology information, no, not earthly information, nothing mundane or secular, meaning earthly, nothing about Africa or not even pyramids or either things like that, nothing geographic to do with the earth. It's all like what you would call astrology when I speak about the skies and stuff like that, and different planets and things like that. And I work my way from astrology down, like from maybe the wars in heaven or something like that, and the fallen angels. Maybe I'm up there researching, and whatever happens up there, you finally came to earth, and that's in any doctrine that I'm Anunnaki doctrine, any ancient pantheism that I'm studying or that I research. All starts with they came here. So I went and began to read the information of what Elohim or Anunnakis or angels or what you might want to call it do there. And I get all that information. And that's called outlet. Nothing you can get in the earth, which would be intellect. I get it from out there first. That's outlet to me. And I get that from Dr. York. He taught outlet.
Okay. That's what's up. So how do you know so much?
How do I know? I don't know. Well, the first thing that I was taught is that I don't know anything at all.
Like how are you able to answer like such random questions?
Because remember when you was like when we was in school, your mind is a beautiful thing. You can multitask with your mind, and I'm not into religion, so it allows me the liberty to be able to just flow and research all kind of topics without feeling like I got some God in me. I shouldn't be studying this. I shouldn't be learning this, and it's just information that I get. Like I said, sometimes I just choose to do outlook. I don't really want to learn nothing about my roots or Africa or this or that, anything on earth. Sometimes I just want to study, out there. I don't really know so much. The main thing is that I don't know anything at all. And that's the first thing I tell people. That's why I always say that I share awareness. I'm not a teacher. You have people that I look up to, Dr. York being one, Joseph Campbell. I look to his work. He passed in like 87, but he got a volume out called Joseph Campbell. I forget the name of the volume, but his work is good. Zachariah Stitchin, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, my boy Red Pill and Blue Pill, those dudes. Brother Sonetta, that be on 2 Flip, dropping knowledge. Barry Bishops is a scholar. I look to his work a lot. The Israelites, Nikola Tesla. All of these people, I read all this different information and I just process it. I don't let my brothers that drop information waste their energy. I'm not afraid to tell you that I learned from these brothers, and I just kind of gather information and I kick it out. But the one thing I do know is that I don't know much at all. So I'm still in learning stages, and that's why I tell people I just share awareness, and I think it's good that somebody lets you know about something and then you go research it, because I'm not going to be able to teach it to you real good. I might refer you to one of the people that I just, tell you that I learned from. And I got personal teachers and I do my own personal research. Don't get that twisted. I'm equipped enough to maybe write a book or something like that. But I always try to say that I don't know nothing at all, and that'll be my best answer to that. I'm still researching and I don't know much at all. That's what I do know, is that I don't know much.
So why do you think NASA never made it to the moon?
Who?
NASA.
Oh, why do I think they never made it? Yeah, I remember I dropped that. You gotta know about, a little bit about, the astrology or the astrogeology of the world. The reason I personally never think they made it to the moon is because you can actually refer to some biblical quotes. I think it's Job 37:18.
Yes, Job 37:18.
Okay, they talk about a multi-glass over the dome. I think I have something else written on my notes. It's another quote I think would be Amos.
Yes, Amos 9:6.
Amos 9:6. if you understood elements and things like that, and someone tells you they went to the moon, and then you study, you know, astrology or the astrogeology of the Earth, and you realize that there's things called plasma belts, plasma, we can get to that, and that these plasma belts or these plasma circles, you have to break these, you have to get through these. I don't care what you're traveling and what mechanism you build, but these things burn at, I think, don't quote me, 7,000, what we would call 7,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And it would take a hell of an element to break through that. To get to the moon, you have to go through what's called a plasma belt. There's binary belts, some call them Orion's belt. But these belts are plasma. You have to know that. And to break through these belts, we're basically using rocket ship technology, which is what, lead, copper, iron, things like that. You have to know that even gold burns at 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit. It takes that much for gold to start burning. I think silver would be at like 1,700 degrees before that can burn. And what I'm saying is, even if we're using gold rocket ships to go through, you're talking about something at 7,000 degrees and something that begins to burn at 1,900 degrees, then the rocket ship wouldn't make it through. I think the best thing we got, I think it's uranium, I think it's titanium, I'm not sure, that burns at 3,000 degrees. And even that wouldn't make it through. So based on that, unless they had some type of help, assistance, extraterrestrial assistance, and was given an escort through to the moon, I don't personally think NASA program made it through to the moon. But if they had some help from somewhere else, that's completely up to me. But that would be the scientific reasons. I can get deep into it, but that's that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, describe the calendar or timeline.
Oh, the timeline thing is what I was doing. It's like when I was telling people about their birthdays and everything like that. If you understood who the European, I think he's a European, his name is Dionysius Exegesis or something like that. And he's the one that came and put together this calendar. He's the one that put together this timeline, which was BC. I think if you go from 0 BC, 1 BC, 2 BC, 3 BC, then you get to 1 AD, 2 AD. Let me see, something in my notes. It's a timeline, but before that actual line that they're starting you on is 0 BC, and I can be corrected. So I will refer you to someone who knows better to enfeeble and revamp the timeline thing. But their timeline is BC AD, before Christ, after the death of Christ, or BCE, before Christ era. And what I was just saying, before that 0 BC, 1 BC, you were on a calendar. There's a million years that existed before you started at that calendar. And that's where your life starts at, or your biblical era starts at, when there was void and darkness above the earth. But before that, you had other things that was going on. And you got a million years of lost information, if not more, before your Gregorian calendar, before this man called Dionysius, something like that, Exegesis, put us on this European type calendar. So basically, that's what I was speaking of, but I can't break that down real good. I'm gonna refer you to people who do, so y'all can look that up, who do that subject and can break it down a little better than I can. But other than that, man, Chrissy, I'm just chilling, man. Everything else has been all right,
That's what's up. Awesome interview. Awesome interview we are having.
A few things I wanted them to know before we spread out. If you when you're talking about me knowing so much, I wanted to go back and you refer to, if y'all listening, refer to Isaiah, like I think it's 42:10. When the Messiah, he told people, he said, and I got it in quote, he tells people that their knowledge and their wisdom has perverted them. In other words, when I name a lot of brothers, is to kind of let them know that, I learned from all you brothers. It's not, if any mistake in my work, you come and you tell me that it's a mistake in my work, but I've been around a lot of brothers who was very knowledgeable, even more than me, yet they don't know how to convey the message to people because they're kind of scared of people away, being a little too aggressive. And I have a different sharing method. I use the word share, not teach, what I'm saying, because only people who teach, the scholars that go there, learn all those languages, and they learn those Phoenician, those languages, and they're able to write books and tell us what it say. So, you know, we kind of learn from them and all of that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And that's what it is, man. So I don't basically get into that arguing knowledge. So if you see something wrong with my work, just tell me, man. We get together, we go rebuild, we come back out, we excuse ourselves, and we tell the people, you know, what the truth is. So nobody knows it all. You know, like I said, I've been in a room with a lot of brothers who may be more intelligent than me, but they didn't know how to. They didn't have the charisma to get through to the people, the teaching method to get through to the people, because they were too busy trying to be right and telling everybody else they're wrong. I'm just sharing information, so please subscribe. I will be getting a little deeper in depth, just giving you things like McDonald's is not good for the children. McDonald's is hit with a lawsuit of horse meat. So stop taking your children to McDonald's. One little thing I'm gonna drop on y'all. Also, McDonald's hamburgers are human flesh. Don't believe me, go and research this when you hear me make you aware about it. What is he saying? I'm telling you that a lot of the missing children of the world today have contracts with Catholic priests. These children come up missing, their bodies is mutilated and slaved, and McDonald's has a contract to get this meat. And they already was hit with a lawsuit where they bailed out of court, they settled out of court for selling horse meat. So we want to get y'all into why this cancer is hitting us, because we're eating the wrong thing. So research, don't believe me, go look up McDonald's right now and find out what is he talking about. There's a program where the priests actually talking about McDonald's and what they do with children and how they sell the meat back to McDonald's. There's a Catholic priest admitting this, so you can just Google that. So that's just one of the things that I want to make y'all aware of. And historically, research things. When I talked to you about the Bible, there was something before the Bible. There was some place that the Bible got all of its information from. These are texts and tablets that I've been dropping and I've been telling you about, and I want to make you aware of it. So please Google this information. Google what the Enuma Elish is. Google what Pentashads is, Akkadian records, Gilgamesh epics, sciences of creation. Google, so that when you know your Bible tells you there was void and it was dark, you'll know why. You'll know that no man named God just said let there be light, and that the sun was already here, and that there were dust clouds that had to be removed because the planet was meteorited. And someone said let us remove the dust cloud so that the sun, Apsu, can shine back in onto Terra, the planet, so that we can go in and mine for our minerals. So once you know all of that information, you'll know why the Bible said it was void, and that's where they started you at, but there's information before that. So also, your God of your Bible, I'm going to tell you something that might scare you. The same genetical being who came down and crafted you, whose name was Anki, he went rogue, and he later became the same being who taught you to worship him. If you think clearly, God never asked you to worship him in the garden. When he talked to Adam and Eve, there was no asking to worship. You go to Genesis 4:26, it became a time when you began to have to worship a God. So I'm into universal meditation, and that's what you should also get into too. Drop all of this God stuff and belief and all of that, and just get with the science of reason, man. You know what I'm saying? And logic. And follow God on YouTube, and please subscribe. Love y'all.